Hey everybody, this is Cerbert, and today I'm going to be bringing you another Terran versus Zerg between our blue Terran up here in the top right, killaKoala, and our red Zerg down here in the bottom left, CptAwesome. This is a replay from r/Castit that I'm casting to both improve casting and I like the Reddit community, so anytime I can do something cool and interactive with another Redditor, why not, right? I am not sure which one of these sent me the replay, which is good, because a lot of the time, or I'm not sure who posted it, I guess I should say, because a lot of the times people post wins on there. So I tend not to look at the usernames and just go straight to casting. killaKoala is going to be sending out a scouting SCV and building a supply depot up here at the top of his ramp in his main, just to be safe. Looks like our Zerg player not doing anything too early, not an early pool or anything. killaKoala saying, a truly awesome captain would say GLHF. I guess he didn't, yeah, he didn't GLHF, so. Zerg player's not sent out a scouting drone yet, about 14 drones. Oh, and it looks like this SCV is going to throw down an engineering bay to block this natural expansion, which is a pretty good move, similar to a Protoss, throwing down a pylon. Oh, excuse me, he did send out a scouting drone. It did make a loop around the base to see if there has not been any gas thrown down yet. Or a barracks, which I guess isn't that weird considering he does have money invested into this engineering bay right here. SCV is chasing a drone. The Lord's making his way over to the Terran's main. And it looks like in reaction to that engineering bay, CptAwesome is just going to throw a gas and spawning pool down, which is a pretty good response. Oh, and he might, yeah, it looks like he wants to throw a hatchery down in third position as well, and he will do that. Pretty good, especially on this base. The bases are rather close. If you can get creep across this little area, you can defend this ramp as well as this ramp. Like I said, there are I mean, it's wide open, but it's not as hard to defend as some other maps, thirds. Especially, maybe not so much as Zerg, but Terran. If Terran can move down into this position, or this position on the other side of the map, they can get really strong. They can hold this area here. So when you come down or even get above the ramp, you just do damage from there with siege tanks and whatnot. Looks like the engineering base is still not going to be cancelled. Doesn't want to cancel that until he has to. Our Terran player has thrown a command center down at his natural, as well as the barracks at the top of the ramp, and is building 2 gases. So it's going to go into double gas at the main into a second base. And still nothing, just a couple Zerglings out of our Zerg player to try and deny this, or finally get this engineering bay cancelled. And it will be cancelled. Metabolic Boost just started, is coming out pretty soon, as well as 2 more Zerglings. And this third hatchery is just finished up. Probably starts queen there instantly. Good move. No, he actually doesn't have minerals. I was going to say I'd start another queen up here at the top to be ready when the second base comes down. But not necessary, he's got a while before that hatchery will actually come up, so. Our Terran player is morphing an orbital command at his main, but a planetary fortress at his natural. Kind of strange. Not what you see most Terrans do, but will definitely be a lot safer from any two base attacks our Zerg tries to throw at him. Oh, our Zerg is swelling up here with factory coming out from our Terran, but our Zerg is swelling up with 12 lings, as that speed is almost finished. It looks like he wants to poke in, see what he can do. He hasn't seen the second base yet, obviously hasn't seen the planetary. But let's see what these lings will do. There we go. So we're just going to take the tower for now. We'll probably regroup and run in. It does look like, yeah, Terran player definitely has no scouting out on the map. He's not ready for this at all. And it's popping that Overlord, and that'll be Zerg's cute to run in there and try and get up that ramp. Not gonna happen, and has to decide what he wants to do because he's taking damage from this planetary fortress. Loses a lot of those lings there. Comes out with 8 lings. Not sure how many he had before, but quite a few. I think at least 16. It had at least 2 rows down here. So let's see. Natural base is just going down for CptAwesome. What will be technically his 3rd base at the natural position. Still not a lot in the main. Just building a 2nd queen at that main hatchery and just droning up really this 3rd position and his main. I keep doing that. I'm sorry, guys. So used to playing, I just hit my base jump button. Yeah, no Evo chambers or anything coming up. Oh, and as I say that, looks like Terran player is almost finished with a starport here. And he will throw that on the tech lab, it looks like. That's what his plan is here. So it looks like our Terran player will probably go into Banshees. I don't know why he's just letting this tech lab sit here. But my guess is just going to let that starport on there. No bio upgrades yet. Does have a lot of gas, so I would definitely assume he's going into Banshees. I didn't even notice that he's rocking like 800 gas. So let's see, and it's going to start a Viking, and not Cloak. Ooh, Corvid Reactor, the Raven upgrade. I'm not sure if that was a misclick if you want to go for Cloak, but I don't think so. It was pretty quick, so maybe he's going to go in some Raven play here. We'll just have to see that. I mean, that would be terrible if he actually tried to click Cloak and click that, but I assume he probably knows the hotkeys. So, his natural, not a whole lot of SCVs. Let's check the work count real quick. Looks like 57, 58 drones, 36 SCVs, and a mule. So that's going to reflect on their incomes. Our Zerg player is about 300 or 400 up in in minerals, and got 100 less in gas. Looks like our Terran player is mining 4 geysers, and Zerg looks like maybe just 3. Yeah, looks like 3 for right now. Does have a lot of larvae. Is building looks like a baneling nest just finished, a roach warren coming up, 1 evolution chamber down. Not sure if he sees anything here. Hasn't seen much of anything. And killaKoala, it does have a Raven coming out here. Did build 1 Banshee, but has a Raven coming out, and it will have that extra 25 energy, I believe. That's how much that Corvid Reactor gives it. Some missile turrets coming down here from our Terran player. Looks like just paranoid about mutas, as he hasn't seen a Spire or anything, as the layer is just about to come up. So I'm not sure why he threw all those missile turrets down. Maybe just wanted to get rid of some money, needed some detection. Who knows? Yeah, I guess he has no detection with 1 orbital command constantly dropping mules. So no scans, I mean. Sorry. Looks like our Zerg player's not doing a whole lot of anything. Looks like he got caught wind of that Banshee and is throwing up some spore crawlers. Looks like 1 at each face. Yep, there's 1 there, 1 there. So just has a roach ling army coming out here. Is getting attack upgrades as well as carapace upgrades, and no, that is Overlord drop. I was thinking that was what's the I'm blanking on it. The Infestor upgrade. I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. The Infestor energy upgrade, though. It looks like that. It's purple. Pathogen glands. Wow, that's terrible. I feel ashamed of myself. But it actually is not pathogen glands, as I spend 30 seconds talking about that upgrade. It's going to be the Overlord drop. So it looks like we're going to see a Roach Ling drop here in the main. He does have +1 attack, +1 carapace coming up, and Roach speed as well. Our Terran, though, looks like is moving up into mass Ravens. Let's see, he does have 1 Raven coming out, as well as the Seeker Missile upgrade. Has 2 already on the field. Building 1 there. Doesn't look like he's producing any more. We'll probably start pretty soon, as he is rolling in 1,000+ of both minerals and gas. Morphed Planetary to his 3rd too, so he's really just staying on the defensive. Really does not want to get attacked, and especially doesn't want to give these Ravens away, as I don't think our Zerg player, CptAwesome, has even a hinkling that there's going to be this many ravens on the field this early. As he is producing 2 more, we'll have about 5 here in a second. But does that even matter as our Zerg player loads up for a drop down here? A bunch of Overlords getting loaded with Banelings and Roaches and Lings, oh my. The Carapace upgrade is going to be finished here in about 20 seconds. And missile attacks here in about 10. So this is going to be a pretty good timing out of our Terran player. Out of our Zerg player. Could potentially do a lot of damage to killaKoala if he's not ready for it. killaKoala does not have any vision, has only seen the third, hasn't seen anything inside the main base, hasn't seen the natural, is just really relying on the, definitely hasn't seen this entire flock of Overlords come in to drop in his base. So we're just going to see how he reacts to this. Overlords here flying in. Roach is hitting the right here at the natural, and here come these Banelings. Oh, 100 sequel missiles going off on the Overlords. I'm not sure how many Overlords actually died with units inside of them. It doesn't look, I mean, it looks like a substantially smaller army than the one he loaded in there, but he will have Roaches at all 3 bases here, just hitting everything he can. The Ravens are pretty much useless right now without all they can throw down are these auto turrets that are going to get just annihilated by the Roaches. He's building 3 Banshees and a Raven, but these Roaches in the main are definitely going to do a lot of damage. Not hitting the starports, which I think is kind of a mistake. He's really just kind of scattered here, hitting a missile turret, hitting the command center that probably won't go down. He'll just lift it. So really not doing as much damage as he could. He could take this bunker out maybe with these 4 Roaches. The third did get completely cleaned up by that planetary fortress, and it looks like our Zerg player, happy with the damage he did, is just going to go right back into teching. As it shows up here, he's throwing down a Spire and is getting more upgrades. These Roaches are all but cleaned up here in the main. This command center I don't think will fall, it is on fire. It looks like he got the orbital at the main, but that's about it. And they'll start repairing that. Roaches here in the back to take out an extractor, or refinery, sorry. And we'll go for 1 more of these missile turrets, but Banshees are going to clean them up. Like I said, back at the Zerg space, where's that Spire? Probably in here in the main. Is that it? Yeah, the Spire is about to come up. He does have Carapace and ranged attack level 2 coming up. Is streaming some Roaches down here. Looks like I'm going to go attack on the third. Wow. Oh, what's this over here? Dropping a couple Banelings that are going to get really cleaned up pretty easily. They will get that SCV building a refinery. But Roaches are going to come in here to the third. Try to hit this planetary fortress. Will it go down? SCV's repairing. Has quite a bit of SCV there. Quite a few SCVs there, sorry. Does not look like it's going to go down. The Ravens are moving in. Turrets going down. Looks like, yeah, this planetary's at full. It's not going to die. This mass flock of Ravens, I feel like him making Roaches is just not going to help. The more Ravens he gets, he's also going to have more and more Banshees, and that's just not going to be, he's not going to be able to deal with it. You know, you can kill the auto turrets all day long, but until you can take out the Ravens, they're still going to be a huge problem for you. It looks like 2 more Banelings just running up in here. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they will die just to that planetary fortress. Do a little damage to the refinery, but Roach gonna come up in here. Looks like a misrally. Maybe just scouting. Oh, there was another Roach in there, still in the mineral line. Zerg player is gonna throw down his 4th and 5th base location simultaneously. Just about. Yep, they're both just about to come up. Going into Corruptors, I did see there's a few out on their field and a few just popped. Trying to get air upgrades level 1, an infestation pit going down, and just making a bunch of Zerglings right now. This block of Ravens is menacingly moving down toward the, it looks like, I guess, the 4th base of CptAwesome. Meanwhile, some Corruptors moving up, not going to be able to hit a whole lot, maybe some Banshees. No, the Banshees are going to be coming down with these Ravens. CptAwesome has no idea that they're down here. And these could do some damage. Let's see, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see what he tries to do. He's just going to go in here and start dropping turrets. It's going to surround that hatchery with turrets. Some lings are going to stream in here, but not all lings at the same time, and that's really what he needs. These turrets are really good, fire really fast, and do a lot of damage against Zerglings. So it's pretty hard to take those out with just a couple of Zerglings. Looks like he might just go for a counterattack here. He's bringing the Corruptors back. It's a pretty good move. But the hatchery is down. Hatchery's already down, and he's moving up here to the third. Dropping just so many turrets. Too many Ravens. The Banshees are backing them up here pretty well. They don't have cloak, but they don't really need it. They can just stay behind these point defense drones. I mean, what are these called? These auto turrets, and just yeah, do work. Corruptors are coming out, but he does have at least 1 point defense drone down, so that'll nullify some of the damage. And Corruptors are going to be eating these Hunter Seeker missiles. He does micro that one away that was locked on. That was pretty good. Some good micro, but still a huge flock of Ravens, and he just keeps dropping auto turrets. There's not a whole lot the Zerg can do. Looks like he's just killing drones here, and will focus this hatchery, I would assume. Still hasn't killed that many drones here, only 8 the entire game. So he did manage to evacuate all these drones down here, at least 16 down there. Does have a Viking there to catch those transfer drones. I like that. Roaches are going to take that out, but Raven's just moving into the main here, dropping more turrets. And this is brutal. I don't think there's anything really our Zerg player can do about it at this point. He has no gas, 700 minerals. Look at this Terran army just decimating the Zerg main. Just Banshees, turrets, point defense drones just in case, so many turrets. And I really don't think there's anything our Zerg player can do. He is going to attack the third, and we'll drop that third planetary fortress with these roaches. Decent little counterattack here. But like I said, he has no gas and is not getting any anytime soon. That one SCV is just like, get me out of here. It's going to be hitting the main, but looks like the main base for the Zerg is going to get completely cleaned out. Spawning pool getting hit. Greater Spire actually getting hit a little bit. The layer is going to go down. Sorry, the hive is going to go down, not even the layer. Just a terrible thing to lose for a Zerg at this point. And I really don't see how our Zerg, the hive does go down. I don't see how our Zerg can come back from this. He looks like he will target this Greater Spire. It does go up, but I mean, he can't do anything with it. A couple of Lings pop are going to get killed, and it looks like our Zerg player is pretty on the ropes here. The Greater Spire is going to go down, the spawning pool is going to go down. Does have this base up still, mining decently with almost full saturation on minerals, but is really just mining out of these 2 gas guys. Just this one gas geyser here. Definitely no way he can do anything. Zerglings are going to do nothing against this army. Doesn't have an Evo chamber for spore crawlers. It might as well be a good game at this point. More lings and roaches. I'm going to stream up here to try and hit these auto turrets, but they don't know what to do. They're going up the ramp, down the ramp, up the ramp, down the ramp. So many. You can't even see some of these auto turrets because they blend in with the rocks so well, but that's just how many there are. Really freaking brutal. 17 right now, at least, right there. Plus the ones probably just died. They last for about 3 minutes, I think, in total. 180 game seconds. So, yeah, 3 minutes game time. Our Zerg player is desperately throwing some hatches down, trying to get rid of those minerals. It does have a roach horn. And a roach horn and a spawning pool coming up at this this base. So it looks like he might try and make a stand. Has cleaned out. But Terran has taken another third down here, and yeah, it looks like our Zerg is not gonna be able to do very much. Check the unit supply. It's 30 workers to 30 drones to 32 SCVs. He has 8 lings out on the field and 9 roaches out on the field versus a 19 Raven count, 4 Vikings, 7 Banshees, and 6 Marines. So it definitely looks like it looks like killaKoala got a glimpse of some drones transferring up here or something. Might have just been sending them there to make sure there wasn't a base there, but either way, we'll catch that one. The Ravens will throw down another round of point defense. Auto turrets. Wow. And looks like he will take out this hatchery here, landing the Vikings to save them from the spore crawlers. Pretty nice move, as these Ravens just bide their time up there. Overlord's not really doing much of anything right now, excuse me. And I really don't see any way our Zerg player can come back from this. A really neat strategy out of killaKoala with the Mass Raven, you know, the one starport straight into Raven upgrade into just Mass Raven Banshee, is really a pretty good strategy. Look, I mean, you can see how scary it is to see this coming in your base. And you know in a second there's going to be about 10 auto turrets all around here. And there they go, queued up. Looks like about 8. But they are going to get dropped rather quickly by those roaches. But doesn't matter, it's still 5 up. Still doing quite a bit of damage here. What a fight. The Banshee hitting the Spore Crawler, the point defense drone, knocking down the Spore Crawler bullets. A really good combo, these two units. And CptAwesome will leave with the Lame Tard. A unique strategy out of killaKoala, not something I'd like to face, but really fun to watch and really fun to cast. So congrats killaKoala if you see this, if you are the submitter. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next game.